Wanna Hide You Away with Time. Wang Anyu and Zhang Ruonan lead iQIYI's 36-episode healing romance. Wanna Hide You Away with Time places two completely opposite personalities, one fast, one slow, inside a love story shaped by time, separation, and fate. Zhang Ruonan plays Zhang, a woman whose phone is always set 10 minutes ahead. Her schedule is packed, her mind is constantly racing, and she lives as though every deadline is chasing her. She feels like a second hand that never stops moving. Wang Anyu's Zhang is the complete opposite. As a restorer of antique clocks, he spends his days surrounded by old gears and delicate mechanisms. Calm and patient, he is like an hour hand, moving slowly but steadily through life. Personally, this contrast was what first caught my attention. At a time when many of us are always rushing to finish one task before starting another, watching a fast person meet someone who refuses to be hurried feels surprisingly comforting. More importantly, antique clock restoration is not treated as a decorative backdrop. It becomes part of the romance itself, giving the story a warmth and meaning that make it stand apart from an ordinary modern love drama. 6 years apart, then fate brings them back. Their story begins 6 years earlier, during an intensely cold night in Mo. At the time, Zhang was still new to the entertainment industry and had just suffered a career setback. By chance, she met Zhang, an antique clock restorer who was also going through a difficult period in his life. Two lonely people found warmth in each other on that freezing night. Their feelings quietly began to grow, but before the relationship could truly begin, Zhang suddenly left without saying goodbye. For Zhang, that unfinished connection became something he could never quite let go of. 6 years later, fate gives them another chance. Zhang is now a decisive and successful producer. From the outside, she appears confident and capable, but behind that polished image, she is struggling with workplace pressure and financial problems. To save an important project, she urgently needs to secure the screen rights to a novel titled Time. The person who owns those rights, however, turns out to be Zhang, the man she left behind all those years ago. Their reunion is not filled with dramatic declarations. Instead, it carries the restraint and hesitation of two adults who have already been hurt. Zhang wants to keep everything strictly professional. Zhang appears cold and repeatedly refuses her requests, but deep down, he's been waiting for this reunion for years. Using his position as the rights holder, he carefully creates opportunities for her to remain close to him. His approach may look calculated, but it also reveals something rather vulnerable. He is afraid that if he lets her walk away again, he may never get another chance. The second-hand woman meets the hour-hand man. Zhang has what the drama describes as a second-hand personality. She works in the high-pressure entertainment industry, makes decisions quickly and carries project crises on her own. She looks strong and fearless, yet beneath that confidence is someone exhausted by competition and uncertain about where her life is heading. I think this is what makes her relatable. She is not rushing because she enjoys it. She rushes because she feels that slowing down might mean falling behind. Zhang, meanwhile, has an hour-hand personality. Quiet, reserved, and gentle, he has devoted himself to restoring antique clocks, an important form of traditional craftsmanship. While the world around him keeps moving faster, he remains patient, carefully repairing objects that have survived for generations. One person chases time, while the other repairs it. She believes that moving slowly means wasting time. He believes that moving too quickly can make a person lose themselves. Their difference is not only romantic, it reflects a struggle many people experience in real life. Watching them together makes me wonder whether we truly need to move so quickly all the time, or whether we have simply become afraid to stop. Traditional craftsmanship is more than a backdrop. One of the drama's most distinctive features is the way antique clock restoration is woven naturally into the main storyline. The production reportedly invited Wang Anyu, a renowned clock restoration expert from the Palace Museum, to serve as a technical consultant throughout filming. With more than 40 years of experience, his involvement gives the restoration scenes a stronger sense of authenticity. Processes such as adjusting gears and restoring aging clocks were filmed using physical sets and practical demonstrations. These details may appear small, but they help make Zhang's world feel real rather than artificially created for the romance. There is also a beautiful emotional metaphor behind his work. Zhang repairs century-old clocks that have stopped moving. At the same time, he is trying to repair the years that he and Zhang lost. As the gears reconnect and the hands begin moving again, their damaged relationship slowly starts to heal as well. I find this imagery especially moving because it does not suggest that lost time can simply be erased. Instead, it says that something broken can still be handled with patience, understood, and carefully restored. That is where the drama seems to reach beyond the usual romantic formula. Through clock restoration, it explores the anxiety modern people feel about time. Our lives are ruled by phones, computers, and schedules measured down to the second. Time is no longer just something we experience. It often feels like something controlling us. Zhiqinghe's slow and careful work offers another possibility. Time does not always have to be chased. Sometimes, it can be used to settle our thoughts, repair what matters, and understand ourselves more clearly. A strong creative team and promising casting. The drama is directed by Huang Tianzhen, who previously worked on Someday or One Day and Amidst a Snowstorm of Love. He is known for handling subtle emotions and creating a strong sense of atmosphere. That style feels well suited to a story about reunion, regret, and restrained adult affection. Instead of relying entirely on exaggerated romantic moments, the drama appears to focus on feelings that build slowly through silence, hesitation, and the things the characters cannot easily say aloud. Zhang Ruonan and Wang Anyu have also attracted attention as a promising pairing. After appearing in My Love and The First Frost, Zhang Ruonan takes on the role of a sharp and capable producer. Sun Qianzhan is sweet without appearing naive, and her eyes carry the determination of someone accustomed to fighting her own battles. Wang Anyu brings a calm and refined quality to Zhiqinghe. With his narrow gold-rimmed glasses and focused expression while restoring clocks, he captures both the cool restraint of a craftsman and the elegance of a modern professional. The supporting characters add further depth to the story. Zhang Yao plays Suzanne, a rival producer who competes with Sun Qianzhan professionally and indirectly pushes the main couple closer together. Luo Qiuyun plays her open-minded best friend Xiang Qianchan, who becomes a warm source of support. Wu Mian appears as an elder who has spent years in the clockmaking industry, adding a meaningful family thread to Zhiqinghe's story. In the end, I keep returning to the small detail of Sun Qianzhan setting her phone 10 minutes ahead. Perhaps many of us are living in the same way. We rush from one responsibility to another, afraid that stopping for even a moment will leave us behind. Without realizing it, we become second hands that keep moving, but no longer know what we are moving towards. That may be why someone like Zhiqinghe feels so rare. He does not force Sun Qianzhan to become a different person. He simply gives her a place where she no longer has to run quite so fast. When life keeps pushing you forward, is there someone beside you who is willing to slow down, understand your exhaustion, and gently catch you? Or perhaps the more important question is this: would you be willing to become that person for someone else?